Today, I'm going to show you how to make incredibly tender, fall-off-the-bone whole beef shanks. We're going to season them generously, sear them for deep flavor, braise them in homemade broth, and slow cook them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 to 6 hours. Let's get started. Now we are going to generously season the beef shanks with paprika, chili powder, oregano, cumin, garlic powder, and onion powder. These are whole beef shanks, thick, bone-in cuts with beautiful marrow in the center. This cut needs time, but when cooked properly, it's unbelievably rich and tender. Massage all the seasoning into the meat and make sure to coat every side. Make sure that you rub the seasoning well into the meat, because that's what is going to give the beef a very rich flavor. Also, add a generous amount of salt and pepper to the seasoning. While I'm rubbing the meat, I've got in the meantime a heavy cast iron pan heating over medium-high heat. Add a few tablespoons of oil. You want it hot, but not smoking. Carefully lay the beef shanks in. Don't overcrowd the pot. Work in batches if needed. Let them sear for about 4 to 5 minutes per side until you get a deep brown crust. This step builds flavor. Don't rush it. Put the lid on the cast iron skillet to allow the beef to sear well. Let them sear for about 4 to 5 minutes per side until you get a deep brown crust. This step builds flavor. Don't rush it. Look at that color, that's flavor. This is how you want the shanks to look like, once all sides are beautifully browned. Remove the shanks and set them aside. We're going to use the pan as is to add flavor for our beef. Now in that same pot, don't clean it. All those brown bits at the bottom are pure flavor. If you'd like, you can add some olive oil. Saute some onions right here for extra depth. Do not overcook the onions. Once the onions have soaked up the beef flavor, you can transfer them into the baking pan as well. After sautéing the onions, I will use the same pan again to continue building flavor. I'm adding homemade beef broth, enough to come about halfway up the sides of the shanks once they're back in. You don't want to completely cover them. This is a braise, not a boil. Scrape the bottom of the pot to lift all that flavor into the broth. Once you are done scraping your pot and made sure the flavors are blended into the broth, pour the broth over the beef shanks. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to cover this tightly and place it right in the center rack. This is going to cook low and slow for about 5 to 6 hours. After 5 to 6 hours, you'll get a juicy, tender beef. Serve it with the side of your choice. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. See you next time.